playing Ripples. We saw like at the end, the very end of.
Yeah, so Sub-Zero playing looks like Luard going
Yep.
against Zan, who is playing Thavas.
Oh, and he had to G-assist into Drag Driver.
Yeah, G-assisting here is not too great, but he is at 0 damage. Although that does shut down a lot of combos, since you can utilize 1 damage pretty well, as long as you have cards that can countercharge. There's stuff that calls cards like Karen from hand or deck that countercharge the starter. I think also countercharges on Retire Abyssal Owl. I don't know if Abyssal Owl is being used in this deck. But Zan does have a really big hand. I think that's 13 cards in hand?
Yeah, I think so too.
It's between 11 and 13. So a lot of cards in hand. Very plentiful.
Yes, a bountiful hand.
Although we might be seeing some of that go away on this turn, since Sub is ahead in damage here, 0-2.
That is true. Okay, intercepting there, keeping that hand, right? I think that was an intercept.
That was a guard from hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright, so that means that there's...
Ooh,
okay, 8 cards left.
There. Ooh, checking another stand. Unfortunately, he didn't have any more rest units, but it's still an extra 5k buff.
Still very scary.
The rear guard grade 1 still hitting again. I already forgot the name of that card. Alright, getting defensive does help alleviate some guard, as we see here. Guarding with a 10k guard, grade 1. Instead of 20k.
Alright, blue Espada is in there as well.
Oh, Espada Dragon, right.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's striding straight into the Gumbold on placing a top 7 to call 2 at rest. This is actually just using the second skill of Gumbold to restand. Is it? No. You draw cards for every you draw 1 card for every 2 rested rear guards and retire 1 for each. And then if you drew at least 3 cards, I think it is, you get to restand a few. Restand 2 or 3, I forgot.
That's an interesting name. Genbold? Or Genbold?
Genbold. I just say Gumbold because that was the Japanese translation. I'm taking that over the English one.
Yeah, there are quite a few of translations in Fighters Collection that have very different names from the unofficial fan translations.
Yeah, we saw there that Zan was using Pursuit Assault skill to rest 2 and draw 1. And then it looks like Pursuit is attacking Vanguard for 21. Yeah, he's in his battle phase, attacking Vanguard for 21. Looks like he can draw 3 here for Genbold. Retire 3, I presume, and it's to restand a few rear guards. Yep, so retires his whole board, draw 3, restand 2. This is looking to be pretty scary board. Checking the crit there.
Crit Vanguard too. Ooh. Gonna finally be getting some damage on the board here.
Ooh, first damage as a heal. That's not what you want to see. Does get another draw trigger as well.
That's one of those worst feelings of just checking first damage heal. But, oh, and that Thavas is, because that is the 4th attack of the turn, that means it's going to be able to attack twice here.
Yeah, just ramming, or not ramming, sorry. Just attacking with Carl to whiff just to get wave 4 online for Thavas there. Only a 10k guard, but it's still 10k guard, and it does restand. Looks like Sub-Zero is debating on what to guard here. Oh, just takes it instead. I think he was trying to hope for a trigger there.
Yeah, because that would have allowed to just be able to survive without having to use any more hand. Oh, okay, not even doing the...
Does he have a restand skill? You know, I can't hover over the cards right now because it's...
Thavas does.
Okay.
It's a rear guard skill, for wave 1 or 4. No, wave 1 or 4, stand it. Counterblast 1.
Cool, cool.
Oh, wow. Struggle stride.
Yeah, pitching 3 grade 1 stride?
Maybe a Morfessa here. Yep.
Yeah, going to Morfessa here. I don't exactly know what's in the drop, so if you could tell us how
I'll
many
check.
triggers in grade 1s are in
1,
drop.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, okay, so I'm gonna check it. 1. So 22 cards in drop, and out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 grade 1s. And then grade 0s, there are 2 grade 0s. So it's 15.
Oh wait, does Morfessa skill stack with 20?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I mean,
It's
that's
ritual
still
10.
yeah, that's still enough for ritual 10.
Mm-hmm. So
Definitely more
we're gonna
than
be
enough.
seeing. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a 3 critical Dagda.
Dagda's definitely very, very scary. 3 crit, 24.
Yeah.
You have to guard. Is it 2 or more or 3 or more?
It is right here. It is a 2 or more.
Okay.
Okay, no, the Dagda's not the 3 crit. It's the Karen. And
Yeah.
because Karen is the 3 crit, that means that then whatever Dagda calls on top will be 3 crit as well. And okay, we're gonna be seeing Ice Barrier Dragon.
Yep, Zan G guarding there to save cards in hand. Doesn't want to drop 2 cards for this attack as it, or just cards there to save it. Goes attacks with Dagda. Fires the stand trigger to call out 2 grade 1s, calling over the Karen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
funny
Karen.
calling it Karen.
I mean, it's pronounced Karen because like the Greek mythology.
Ah, don't exactly know what this. Like to enlighten me.
On the stand trigger or
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so that card counts as so when it's it counts as 2 retires for costs, and also when it's put in the drop zone, you can then return it to your deck and shuffle as like when it's used as retire fodder, it can be shuffled back in. So pretty good because this deck also likes its stand triggers to be able to get those beefy rear guards to be able to restand.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going through skill resolution right now. Sub-Zero a bit confused as to whether the trigger goes first or the Espada goes first. I mean, I'm pretty sure both of them going to stand by here. You can pick either one that you do. Ooh, killing 3 triggers there from top. On a bit too late to say that you resolve them in any order.
Wow, Zan.
Yeah, it's a bit late, but Espada does get a 10k. Looks like Zan is taking this first attack since this is the only 2 crit attack he can take safely. Vanguard being a potential of 3 crit if he does check a crit. Attacking for 18? No, that was more than 18 to face. But it's only a 5k intercept for that and attacking 43. 2 crit.
We might see a stand though.
We see a
might
stand
see a
here.
stand.
That's actually huge.
Oh, a heal, but it won't go off. And there we go. There's
Ooh.
that stand.
Puts a heal and a stand on the Espada, attacking for 33, 3 crit.
No, oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, never. Okay.
Yeah, Dagda. Dagda is the one that's
He switched.
standing.
Yeah, he switched it.
Mm-hmm. And Dagda's gonna be wow. Oh, and then calling another rear guard. Very smart.
Yeah, Dagda can attack again, use skill again, calling out 2 grade 1s. Yeah, isn't Dagda only grade 1s?
Oh no! Did they run out of grade 1s to call?
No, Dagda's not on hit. No, it's on attack. Or at end of battle?
Ow. That hurts. There's no grade 1s left.
Yeah, looks like he paid the cost already, couldn't get anything. All he does is shuffle his deck. Still takes 2 cards out of Zan's hand, but I mean, with a hand like that, you don't really care too much about how many cards are in your hand. It's just time to kill your opponent. You're both low on deck right here, right? So Sub-Zero is at 6 cards in deck. Zan is at 8. What do you do in this situation?
I mean, there's not really that much to do because with such low deck count as well, that means that you can't really afford to attack with Vanguard. But we do know that because there are no grade 1s left, that might be that there are only triggers left in this deck.
Yeah, we did see him call it a stand and a draw PG from deck, and we did see him mill 3 triggers in this deck. So I would like to assume that he has a lot of triggers in his deck.
Yeah, there's 7 triggers out right now, and then the one that was drive checks, that's 8. We might, so 6 of the other 8. Oh, okay, sorry. Then yeah, 9. So that means that, yeah, that's out of the 7 that we haven't seen, 6 might be in the deck right now.
Yeah, it's either the whole deck's filled with triggers, or there might be a few normal units in there.
That is true.
I don't think about what to do since you can't really go into Genbold here, just because it watches a lot. Or not what, sorry. It draws a lot of cards, and you don't really want to deck out. I want to say you go into Alexandros here, just because it restands 2 rear guards and gives them, it looks like going to be a 20k buff this turn, unless he uses Tempest Fury and increases that. Although this will be interesting to see what will be done. Ooh,
all right.
Actually forgot what that card did.
Valios. Valios is, okay, so Valios is the on attack. You can counterblast 1 and then the G flip to call up to 2 cards from the hand for each of the cards in your G zone, and then you draw for each one that you called. And there's the, if your G zone has 2 or more face up cards, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards until end of turn. The Valios effect of the 11k locking it to, you know what I mean by like the Valios locking to 11k. Yeah. So it's going to be in that, because they saw that there's probably a lot of defensive triggers available left in that deck, which at least 2, because we saw from the use of Dagdis skill that didn't work, that he's probably very wary of that defensive trigger, so he's just using that to prevent that from happening. And because there's more than 8 attacks coming in this turn, it's gonna be probably game, because that's probably more attacks than they have cards in hand and cards they can afford to take.
Yeah, I don't know too much about how this turn is going to go out, so unfortunately I can't really speculate as to what's going to happen, but what I'm going to assume is that these cards are not these cards, but the Vanguard is going to lock his opponent to 11k, which lets his cards like Thavas hit magic numbers, which would be really, really nice.
Yeah, this is looking really difficult for Sub-Zero. Ooh. Oh, but one thing is that he has to be a bit more wary, because as he's going to draw for each card that he calls, that means that it's going to be getting to a low deck count, and if they get a draw trigger here, which... Do they even run draws in this deck? They do. Wait, but how many have they seen already? 1, 2... 2 draw triggers have been seen so far. At least. So that means that it is possible to... Oh, wait, no, 3. Okay, 1 draw trigger left. So, as long as Zan does not go to 4 cards in deck, they should be safe.
I think you're safe regardless, since you're checking 3, you go to 5, and then... How many cards do you draw? Off of Valios?
It's for 1 for each card that's called.
Ah, oh. Okay,
That's why. That's why.
I mean, he has 4
So-
potential calls here, so I think he should be safe.
If he goes for the 4 calls, then it could be a deck out if that last draw trigger's checked. Or it might be in the hand, and he can just safely go for that.
Yeah, I think your counterplay here to the Valios skill is just to guard the first few attacks and then let the Vanguard go through just so that it can hit triggers. Since if you hit triggers on the early attacks, it's going to get nulled by Valios anyways.
But you can't increase your power from the Valios skill.
I still need to
'Cause
pull this
Valios-
card.
Valios locks your Vanguard's power to 11k for the rest of the turn.
Actually, have a chance to top? Possibly. I think there might be 1 or 2 that can top.
So it's better to let the earlier attacks hit and possibly prevent more of the earlier attacks from hitting so that the Valios Revive has to lock you down. Because if the Valios Revive locks you down, you can't bet on a defensive trigger because defensive triggers will not activate.
No, so what I'm seeing here is that it's on attack, right? So that, and he gets to call cards. So I'm going to assume it's going to attack with his rear guards first, attack Vanguard, and then
Yes.
call out more rear guards. And that's when it's locked to 11, because here he can take damage.
Yes, it's for the rest of the turn that it's locked to 11.
Yeah,
After
so
that,
it's possible that he could, let's say,
get a
take
defensive
damage.
trigger right now.
Yeah, get a 10k defensive, shut down most of the attacks, and then Vanguard has to swing because nothing else can hit.
Yes.
That's the only thing I see right now, though. And the only unfortunate thing is that he's low on deck, so he can't really go all out here, call it a whole board, you know, draw the cards back. He can call it a full board, though, since he does flip 4. He flips another one, goes up to 4, which means he can call 8 cards from his hand. Is more than enough.
I think if he called 8 cards from his hand, he would deck out, though. Oh, okay. Using the Thavas rearguard skill, the one who surpasses the Storm Thavas rearguard skill to be able to get the retire to prevent a little bit of shield, which could be crucial here, because that then might just be barely enough to win this game. This turn's taken a while, not gonna lie. But that's also been the case for a lot of these games, where it'll be like one really long turn. Okay, 5 rounds.
Okay, finally attacking with Valios here. It looks like he's going to deny any sort of defensive.
That's fair. Doesn't want to let any of the extra attack get too...
Yeah,
much
checking any
blocking.
triggers don't really do anything. The only thing that really benefits from this is a heal on 6, but that's about it. Hacking nothing from his deck.
Mm.
That may give us a sign that there are a lot of triggers in Zan's hand, or just the rest of his deck are triggers and he just got unlucky.
I'll check right now to see how many triggers are out.
Yeah,
So
he only draws if he
2,
calls cards. X.
3.
He didn't call any cards, so he doesn't draw.
Okay, 10 triggers out, so that means that 6 of those cards could. So there's 6 triggers that have not been seen. So that means that there's at least one more trigger in his deck, because even if the remaining 5 cards in that hand are triggers, in terms of the ones that we haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, there's also the one there. So no, it is possible that the remaining 5 triggers are in the hand. Okay, so this is the 4th attack. Here. Oh no, that, okay, yeah.
Yeah, using the
Yeah.
Wheel Assault to switch around the rear guards to enable more multi-attacks. Looks like he's gonna be barely surviving here.
This is big. Yeah. Being able to survive this turn was huge, because now it could be possible that maybe?
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe you want to swing it with Vanguard last, just to make sure that you have more attacks. On drawing that extra card there, just to be cautious. Doesn't look like he can try next turn and attack with Vanguard. Fortunately, just because he's gonna be drawing for turn, and then there's only 3 cards left in deck.
Unless he just plans on winning it here, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised, because with 1 card left in